Hi there and welcome to another session of Business Studies for the 11th Standard with me Vishwanath sir. Today we shall go forward with the chapter Internal Trade. Where we last left off we did with something to do with the wholesaler. Today we'll start off with the retail trade. Okay, retail trade basically is that trade which is carried out in small parts in local areas. Retail trade is a trading activity in which a retail purchaser purchases goods in small quantities and sells them to the ultimate consumer for personal or non-business use. The trader buying goods from the wholesaler in small quantities is called a retailer. So what does the retailer do? He buys goods from small quantities from the wholesaler and then he sells it to the ultimate consumers. Okay, so this is a certain process. So the wholesaler of course buys in huge quantities from the manufacturer but the retailer buys it in small quantity from the wholesaler so that he can sell it off to the ultimate consumer. Let's go to the characteristics of retailer. Retailer is a final link in the process of distribution. Yes, because after that there is no one going to sell it further. From the manufacturer to the millions of consumers across the country. Okay, so he is the final link and he will finally sell it off to the consumers. Retailers provide the consumers the convenience and freedom of buying the product they need from the place they wish and the quantity they require. So usually you will see that these are set up at local areas, and when they are set up at local areas it becomes easier for the people in the local areas to buy it. They don't have to go far away. A retailer bears the risk of buying various products, storing, grading, repacking and selling the consumers in small quantity. So what he does is that he buys it at a relatively huge quantity from the wholesalers and then he sells it in small quantities. He might buy a dozen or 2 dozens or 3 dozens from the wholesaler and he will sell a single each to the consumer. A retailer promotes the sale of product through displays and direct contact with the consumers. Okay, so he is in direct contact with the consumers. So what he does is that he is simply going to see to it that his product is sold directly to the consumer. Retailers can trade through departmental stores, local shops, door-to-door campaign, exhibitions, online selling, internet, vending machines, telephones and so on. So it goes on and there are various modes. Of course, there are big retailers like the departmental stores. Okay, then there are local shops. Some local shops are big, some local shops are small. Then door-to-door campaign where they sell the goods at the doorstep. Exhibitions where they are not held often, but they are held once in a while, where there are goods of different artistic values and other goods also which are sold. Online selling is also done through the internet. Now this is the order of the day where you can sit and choose and it becomes easier for you to buy from the net. Vending machines, telephones, etc. So all these things and much more. So this is what usually happens. Okay, now we come to the services of the retailers. What we did so far was the characteristics, and in the characteristics we came to know that the retailer was the final link and he provides the consumers the convenience of buying, and he also bears the risk of buying it in huge quantity and selling off it in small quantities to the consumers. The retailer promotes the sale through displays and some of them sell it through departmental stores, through local shops, through exhibitions, through online selling, through vending machines and so on. Okay, so now we go to the services, and he's the most important link between the producer and the ultimate consumer. It provides numerous services to the manufacturer, wholesalers and consumers. So he comes third in line after the wholesaler, and he's basically between the wholesaler and the consumers. Services to the manufacturers and wholesalers. Number one, he helps in the distribution of goods. A retailer distributes goods in large number to the consumers spread over geographical areas. Now, it would not be possible for a manufacturer to go to so many different places and sell off its goods. So, it is this local vendors, the retailers, who help him sell the goods. Retailers share the burden of procuring orders, distributing and collecting the payments. Retailers are the final link between the wholesalers and the customers or the consumers. Okay, so the point number one, which the service he provides to the manufacturer and the wholesaler, is he helps in the distribution of goods. He is the final person who distributes the goods to the consumers. Personal selling. Retailers have direct contact with the consumer. With their expertise and personal effort, they not only promote the manufacturer's product but also convert the consumers into customers. Okay, so what happens is that they come for an inquiry and he will tell the whole features of a product, the advantages of the product, and after telling so much, and since the consumer has been buying from him for a long time, he is going to listen to him and buy this also. Okay, so there is personal selling. Enabling large-scale operations. Retailers sell goods in small quantities directly at the customer level. They relieve the manufacturers and the wholesalers from making efforts to sell it to individuals in small quantities. So, as it is, the wholesalers and the manufacturers have got enough of work to do. Okay, and this process of selling goods to the final consumers is done by the retailers. Okay, so it enables them to concentrate on operating on a large scale, and that is a good factor for them. Fourth, collecting market information. Since he is directly in contact with the consumers, so what does he do? He will ask the information, and this information, for any changes, he will tell the wholesaler will tell the manufacturer. So the retailers are in direct contact with the consumers, help them to take instant feedback, collect information about the customer's expectation from a product, change in taste and preferences, etc. Such information helps the manufacturer to introduce better quality products, meet the consumer's demand, and thus maintain his market share. So this is a very important factor which is fulfilled by the retailer, because he collects the information and gives it to the wholesaler, and the wholesaler in turn will give it to the manufacturer. So the next time when they make the product which will be made will be a quality product. Okay, from here I will go to help in promotion. Retailers not only participate, rather implement the promotional activities offered by the manufacturer and the distributors. The retailers effectively extend the promotional schemes and offer them in the form of coupons, free gifts, sales contests to the consumers, and thereby increase their sales volume. So what do? They help in promotion. And once a good starts selling well, it is because of the retailers. The manufacturers and the wholesalers also benefit, because they are able to manufacture more goods, and then they are able to sell goods. The wholesaler is able to sell goods in greater quantity to the retailer. Risk bearing. The retailers keep the stock of goods for future sale, and thus there is a risk, and thus the risk with the manufacturers and the wholesalers. Okay, so what do? Is that they take the risk, and this risk is is a very risky thing, and they will see to it that it is fulfilled. So let's just go through the services of the services to the manufacturers and the wholesalers. Number one, they help in the distribution. Number two, they help in the personal selling. Number three, they enable large scale operations and because manufacturer and the wholesalers are focusing on the wholesaler is focusing on selling goods in large quantity and the manufacturer is focusing on manufacturing goods in a large quantity, so they can focus on this and the actual selling is done by the retailers. Also they collect information and this information is given to the wholesalers and the manufacturer, which is useful to them to produce quality goods. Okay, quality goods, and this quality goods whichever is manufactured will be beneficial for the company as well as for the consumers. They also help in promotion and also they take the risk into account. The risk bearing, they keep the stocks for future sale, thus they share the risk with the manufacturers and the wholesalers. Okay, kindly go through these points. Thank you so much. This is Vishwanath sir signing off.